Don't beat yourself up for the things that you have done in the past. Don't beat yourself up for not being good enough or not always giving your best. There's people in history that have done worse than what you've done. And you're here literally just beating yourself at night, thinking all these negative thoughts and feeling like you're not good enough and you're not giving enough. And in the past, you made so many mistakes that are so small compared to what people in history have done. If I understand if you're not a fan of history, if you don't want to be listening to history stuff all the time, but do you know all the things that had happened in human history, like even the most negative and dark sides of human history? You're not one of them. You are making small mistakes that are just helping you become a better person. But instead, you're thinking, oh my God, I can't believe I did this in the past. Oh my God, what happens if I'm not good enough? I'm not doing good enough. No, you need to stop beating yourself up for small things because they're wasting your energy. Do you think that just thinking is something, oh, it doesn't take as much energy? You can end up drained a whole day based on what you're thinking, what you're holding on, and what the weight of your thoughts are. A lot of people think, oh, I can't believe I can't believe I'm so tired. I haven't done much today. What you did was like think so much. You overthink about the decisions that you want to take. You overthink about the actions that you're about to take. And you can't make a quick decision because you're overthinking. But don't beat yourself up because part of your freedom is choosing what to think and controlling your thoughts and your emotions. And guess what? There's a trick to make yourself believe something that you want to be. If you want to be a millionaire, then you have to associate a lot of the things that you're doing and put a lot of emotion towards being a millionaire. Like, I feel like a millionaire. I feel this way. That's how you have to think. Not, I am a millionaire and you don't feel it and you don't feel like it's like me saying, oh, I love mayonnaise, but I don't like mayonnaise. Like you're trying to convince yourself of something that you are not sure, first of all. So, for example, when I was younger, I would love mayonnaise. This is an example. And I remember one day somebody offered mayonnaise to the person next to me, and she was like, I don't like mayonnaise. And I was like, oh, that would be a better way for me to stop a habit or something that is not good for me by convincing myself that I don't like it. And guess what I did? I stopped liking mayonnaise because I said so many times, I don't like it, I don't like it. And you can do this with any habit that you don't want to have. You can say, oh, that's disgusting. I don't really like drinking alcohol. That happened to me too. I literally told myself I don't like it, which is truth. But I never try to convince myself of something or a habit that is not meant for me. A lot of people will try to be a certain character in life just because they want to have a good relationship with people that don't even like them. But if you're authentic with yourself, if you're authentic with the people around you, then you're going to be living your truth. And that's part of why you are taking the decisions that you're taking every day, overthinking, not making decisions, not taking action towards the things that you know that they're right for you. Why? Because you think so much of the things that you don't want, and those things have weight on you. Those things can drain your energy. And if there's a currency that you have that is the most valuable in your life, is your energy, your time, and your health. So base your decisions on things that are better for you. Sometimes you're making decisions based on fear, on stress, on what everybody is going to be thinking about. But guess who will be suffering? You. But you can change this because you have freedom. Your freedom to choose what I think. You have freedom to choose what I choose to do, what decisions I want to make, and to accepting the person that you're becoming. You are afraid of becoming the person that you want to become just by taking the decisions that you're making every single day. And your decisions matter. But what happens? We live in a world where we take so many decisions. One of the worst decisions you can make is just grab your phone right away because you are already making decisions by grabbing your phone right away when you wake up. The decision of grabbing the phone, the decision of unlocking the phone, and then making more decisions and more decisions, all these things are draining your energy. But if instead you put it in a whole different room and you think about what you want today, to accomplish, how much more productive will you be? How much less will you be beating yourself up every night before you go to bed? Why? Because you are taking the wrong decisions. But instead, you can take the right decisions, the decisions that you want, because you can choose. But this is what nobody tells you. You can choose what to think. Last night I was in bed literally thinking of all the things that could go wrong in my life. This was a pattern that I used to have, a habit that I used to have that was very normal, and it was a frequency, a master alliance that I had when I was living in my country. And now I'm in a whole different frequency. That way of thinking does not fit the person that I am now, does not fit the lifestyle I have. So I said, I'm not going to be listening to these negative thoughts. I'm going to change this because I have power and freedom to choose what I want. And I choose to have the right thoughts for me. And I choose to think of the best thing that had happened to me throughout the day instead of all the things that I did wrong and that I could have done better. It's okay to think about those things, but do not believe on every thought that comes into your head. Just control them and pick up the ones that are gonna be a vote to the type of person that you want to become. But that's all I wanted to talk in this video. I invite you to click on the link below my description for great resources. I will see you on the next video. Bye.